All right. I am a drafter, right? I love drafting. I'm great at drafting. Draft all the time. On MTG Arena, I frequently get, 6 and 7 wins. This format has me stumped. I don't know why. For some reason, I can't figure it out. I got one 7 win draft, very first time I did it. Every single time after that, I failed to get above 3 wins. Getting 2 wins, 1 win, and I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm gonna do a nice little recording so I can pick my brain. You can pick my brain. We can find out what's going on here. Maybe hope to correct the situation. So, I noticed in this pack, so the rare is Mirror March. Um, I don't like this enchantment. 6 mana doesn't do anything when it comes in the field, and the fact that everything gets exiled at the end step means that it's gonna take a while to get some value from this. I feel like you'll easily just die before you get the value out of this. Um, Other things that stand out are Administrative Obligation, very good Orzhov card. Uh, this is a great common for green. This is a great card, but it's 2 colors on the very first pick. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think the best card here is single color, uh, probably Minister of Obligation. Dead Revels is nice, but I feel like you kind of already need to be in a deck that wants it. So I'm gonna pick the Ministrant. So first thing I see that jumps out to me is Biogenic Upgrade. Biogenic Upgrade is a bomb. Senate Griffin is also really good. Um, and the Oligarch is nice. But these two stick out to me the most. Um, Collision Colossus is nice, I guess, but it's definitely not second pickable. Consign of the Pit is not premium removal just because it costs so much. So it's between these two. It's only a second pick of the draft, so I have no problem picking Biogenic Upgrade. And hey, there's a Gatebreaker Ram here. The Gates deck is definitely a real deck. And we already have Biogenic Upgrade in green. Syndicate Messenger is a great common in white. But I think the Ram, especially this early in the draft when we have time to build around it, is definitely the pick. Hmm. So, considering we have the Ram, and we're probably going to want to draft gates around it, open the gates looks really good. But then just as, cards, Syndicate Messenger and Sword Form Hybrid uh, seem pretty good. If I do end up with Syndicate Messenger, and I'm starting to go into green-white, that means that as far as guilds goes, I'm probably playing Bant, because this is the only way that they connect, I think. Let's see, because yeah, they don't connect through red, they don't connect through black. So I think it's open the gates or Sword Form Hybrid. I think I'm gonna go with this because it's card that's good early games, good late game, and we don't really have any gates yet to build around this. But also, just taking fixing early is really good. I think I'm probably just gonna take the fixing early. A Gate Colossus. Seems like we're actually getting into an archetype here. It just stood right out to me. Okay, so this isn't anything that we're going color-wise. Homunculus looks good to me, and if we do end up going a Bant strategy, then that's great. Summary Judgment is also here, and it's a great removal spell. Because we're definitely playing green at this point. Question is, are we playing white? We only have one white card. If we know we're playing green, I think it's safer to go with Aeromunculus because it doesn't force us into banned. It forces we can go other directions. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I'm just going on the sideboard for now. So this is fine. This is fine. But I'm thinking I should want to pick up with both of these. I want to pick up Guild Gates as often as possible, especially because these are fine, but they don't scream like these are like premium cards. Even though the Timmy and me love Scuttlegator. Titanic Brawl seems good. I don't like Caretaker, simply because you have to tap another creature. But in a Gates deck, no, in a Gates deck we shouldn't need it because it means we're probably going to draft lots of Gates. So I'm going to go with the Brawl. If we're going into blue, Fairy Duelist is always a good card. It's definitely the best one here. Thrilling Torrent is just too expensive for me to keep as a 6-drop. I mean, it's fine. It's just when I want a 6-drop, I want something that's like, boom, it's gonna win me the game. Collision is fine because it is pure green. And then if we end up getting Grill Guild Gates, then we have the second part too. So I think I'm going to take Collision. I don't like most of these. Prying Eyes is nice, but it is double blue. The Recluse could be good. For now, I think we're going to take the Recluse simply because if we are doing a guilds thing, we don't want to go double color, at least not just yet. Shimmer Possibility is fine, takes us to our deck. Take another Brawl. She needs some creatures, even though it's not a great creature. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lots of good things here. Lots of good things. So, Field Mystic is great, but I don't know if we're going to be going into any other colors if we do try to get more gates along the way. But then again, we've only picked up one gate in pack 1. Deputy Detention is a great reason to splash into another color. Definitely over Collision Colossus. And Escaping Spy is just wonderful with, you know, the whole Simic archetype. Wrecking Beast is a great card, but I don't know about first pick. Definitely not over these 3. Escaping Spy is great if you know that you're going to have other 1/1 counters. And right now we only have one, bomb, which is fine even without the flying. With the flying it's great, but it's really our only synergy because Aeromunculus already has flying. So in a deck where we may be playing multiple colors, double green, double blue seems like it'll be hard to cast. Even though I do really like the idea. Deputy Detention seems really nice as well. Well, since we're prioritizing gates anyway, we haven't opened the gates and all this kind of stuff. I think we're going to try to go through Deputy. Let's see where it takes us. Yes, I want this. This is good. I'll always take a second pick mythic. Well, depending on what it is, but this one is actually a good card, so. Incubation Druid. Another good ramp card. It's unfortunate that it doesn't actually give us any new colors, but you know what? I think we'll still take it. Another Deputy Detention. Sign me up. Just Binding. It's fantastic. You can get one of these or one of those. I think this is just a better rate. Even though we're for sure able to make this a 5/5. Yo, if we can cast this, we can make it a 5/5 because the adapt costs less. This will take a while to get there, but we do have some ramp in this deck. It is nice to have something in the early game and something in the late game. And we already have some good other late game cards anyway. We don't really have anything in the 4-drop slot though. I don't know why they're counting this as CMC4. Put this inside for now. So maybe you want that just for curve reasons. But it is only pack 2, so we don't have to worry about that too heavily just yet. I think we're going to go for this one right now. Hey, we got the choice again. Why don't we just take the other one this time? High Alert is now what we need. Not a good card. We can take another 4-drop, or we can take Lockets. Right now, since we haven't found any gates, we don't have any much to help us actually cast white, so we could get the Azorius Locket. X-Bane Beast I don't really like, but I mean, can build curve if we need. I think I'm going to take this for now. The thing is, I don't think we need a third Titanic Brawl. I also already have a Humongous, though. I'm not playing it at the current moment. I think I'm just going to take this and put it in the side for now. Ghost Spiral is okay, but I think I need to start taking gates. I don't know if I'll play this one, because I don't know if we're going to do red, but it's worth looking at. I like Prying Eyes. Do we have a whole lot of counter stuff? We do have some counter stuff. In which case, this could be a really useful top-end card. Especially because we do have some ramp and stuff as well. So it's Prying Eyes of the Rumbling Ruin. But we've already gone into white here. So I don't think I can afford to go into red right now. I don't want to play either of these. I'm going to take a drill bit for the vault, but just in case we need it, we'll take this one. Definitely not going to use either of these. That's a possibility if we do go red, but I don't think we are at this point. Let's see. Gaia Engineer some more ramp, right? Wilderness Reclamation is great with instance, but we don't really have any instance. Electric Dominance is double red, so we're definitely not playing that, even though it is a great card. So really, when it comes down to it, all we really have here that I can see that's useful is Gaia Engineer, Steeple Creeper, Ghost Spiral. We don't really have a whole lot to ramp up to. I mean, we have these three, which are nice, but I feel like we're light on creatures. Are we? No, we're not. I just feel that way because we picked up so many Titanic Brawls, and I feel like we don't have good stuff to support it. I think we're just going to go with the Engineer for now. Spell Collapse is also a possibility, but nah. I could also first pick a gate that can help my stuff and is in my colors. That might be crazy, but because right now we only have one gate, I think. Of course, we're going to play other gates for the sake of playing gates, because they do tap for green, but I'm going to take the ramp card for now. This is great. Success doesn't count as a gate, though, for the sake of this deck. But, here's the question. Is it better to take one of these, or is it better to actually take another threat? I actually do think I want this. So because I have nothing else that really provides white other than this locket, even though the Griffin is a great card. I already have some great cards in white. I want to be able to actually cast them, so I'm going to take this land. Night Arbiter is a great card that adds inevitability. Growth Guardian is a nice 2-drop that just becomes bigger for cheap, but I don't think it's what this deck needs over these two. The card draw is great. The inevitability here is great. No, we don't really have a whole lot of 5-drops. We have a ton of 3-drops, so I think I am going to go with the Night Arbiter, even though I do really like the Gateway Sneak. But unfortunately, our gate deck hasn't been finding many gates to pick up. So, I think I am going to end up going with the Night Arbiter. No, this is tough. We do have a gate in our colors for our stuff, but we have so many good cards here. There's great cards here. Applied Biomancy, it's a wonderful card. Rampaging Renhorn, wonderful card. Senate Griffin is a wonderful card. If we can't play the Ram, we can't play the Ram, and that's fine, honestly. We have 1 or 2 gates for the Gate Colossus. Even if nothing else, it's still an 8-8. Even if it doesn't get a whole lot of value, we at least have 1 or 2 gates that we can add to make him good. But I think that, especially this late in pack 3, I'm going to start getting away from that idea because I just haven't found a whole lot. Now that I have, what, third one? Second one. Second one of my colors. Just doesn't seem like enough. So, I think I am going to take... Well, I have 2 Titanic Brawls, so it might be better to take the Rendhorn, because I actually don't have a whole lot of high power creatures that I can use to brawl with. They're all higher toughness. You know, it's funny, I always considered that high alert card to be garbage, but looking at this, it looks like it could actually be useful in our deck. I want more top end, especially since we have some ramp cards. I think I'm going to take the Rendhorn. Works with the Brawl, works with the fact that we have ramp cards, even though our 4 slot is awful. Don't like the Axebane Beast, so our 4 slot really only has 1 card in it. This does scry and it's castable with our blue or our white. think I'm going to go with Griffin. Another Griffin, an Aeromunculus, or Wrecking Beast. Well, Aeromunculus is just better costed than the Griffin. It has the ability to adapt later, so kind of like that. Um, all the other stuff in here. Oh, there's a guild gate too. There's another guild gate. Another guild gate. But is the gates better than just really good threats? I don't think so. I'm going to go with the Aeromunculus, I think. Sphinx's Insight is definitely the pick here for me. Drawing cards, getting life sounds like a good plan. And now, this stuff is all whatever. I don't really care for any of these. Only good cards here I really see are Wrecking Beast and Rebel Runner. And we're not playing red, we've decided, so. Regenesis I don't like. It's definitely not a draft card. Take another Open the Gates. It's really the only thing to take here. We have one of these, we're not playing them. So, I think I'll take this and put it in the side for now. Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral's fine. Let's just ramp into all this stuff. I don't know if we'll play this solid white card, but I think it's the best thing here. And another one of these guys. And another one of these guys. Take Shimmer Possibility. Scroll Locket. Expose the Daylight. Alright. Let's take a look at what we got. 46. We can cut 6 cards. Ram's coming out. I love him, but it's just not how it went. Even though this fills out my curve nicely, I don't want to go too hard into white. I have a few top end cards here already. And the only one gate means that I'm taking out the Colossus too. Trimmers can come out. The worst card is the Axebane. I don't know if I like taking it out for curve reasons. But I think I will. Since if I have Open the Gates, I have Growth Spiral. I still need to have Lance for Growth Spiral to work too. Have the Incubation Druid. Do I need the Gyre Engineer? Would it be better to just put another creature in instead of the Gyre Engineer? If I only have these two. Okay, that also helps me get up to here though. So I have quite a few things that can activate at high mana. So the Gyre Engineer is fine. And then I think this is the deck then. don't like how little fixing we got, unfortunately. Especially since we seemed set up for it. Maybe I just didn't prioritize it high enough. Maybe I got distracted by other cards that I consider good cards, but I think we have a lot of good cards in this deck, so we'll see how it works out. You know, I don't know if I like Ghost Bio. Ghost Bio seems fine, but I think it's more of a constructed kind of play simply because there's a lot of times when we're only going to have, 3 lands in our hand, and Ghost Spiral might get us to our 3rd land quicker, but it doesn't actually get us more mana. It just gets the mana we have out a little faster, and I don't know if that's going to be super relevant here. I think I might take out the Growth Spiral and just put in another relevant. Where's our Axeman guy? Here he is. Our Axeman guy. And I think that's the deck. Alright, got at least 4 on each source. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Oh. I don't know if 4 is good enough for 6 sources of white. For 6 symbols in white. Then again, we can easily cast this for double blue too. I mean, I think I'm going to end up running it like it is. Land, mana base wise. Especially because I need my double blues, my double greens. Yep. Let's go, game 1. I think this hand is fine. We don't have white, but that's alright. The rest of it's still pretty good. We could draw into our white. Got turn 2 play. Got turn 4 play. So our opponent's playing Orzhov. We don't have a whole lot of anti-fly in this deck, I'm realizing now. I mean, we have 1 or 2 flyers ourselves, because we are playing blue. So it kind of shores up green's weakness of flyers, but... with this, we can cast the Rendhort next turn, and if they don't have a substantial blocker, definitely going to give it haste and crash right in. Come on, there we go. I don't know what our opponent has, or doesn't have, but It's looking rough for them. It's looking real rough for them. So I think we're gonna attack with bows that they try to block here, right? We can just throw out Fairy Duelist, and then I use our remaining 3 to throw out Gyre Engineer. Yep, we're gonna get a good trade here. We'll probably use this to Prying Eyes next turn. See if we can get a source of light for our Sphinx's Insight. And if not, drawing cards is always good. I mean, we'll just win next turn if they don't deal with what we got, too. You know what I mean? So... don't think it's really gonna cut it. Oh, they're not dead this turn. Oh. They are dead this turn. Right? This is such a powerful mechanic, honestly. Alright. That worked really well. Maybe the secret to drafting well is just doing it on camera, right? Alright, here's some Markoi. And open the gates to get us our white mana. Incubation Druid gets our double blue for the Benthet. So I am a-okay with this hand. Oh. Well then. In that case, we'll probably just get our one actual guild gate. Put in our Druid. So you can cast our guild gate next turn, and we still have mana for binding if we need it. Oh no, we won't have mana for binding if we do that, because we would need white mana. Did not think about that. Still gonna do it because I want to cast a 5-drop next turn, so we're just gonna have to take the L on this turn. Hopefully they don't play anything too amazing. I will take that one, sir. Benthet is the play here, especially because that's hexproof and he's tapped out, so he cannot counter it. So definitely seems like a play. So you know it's gonna stick. Even though the illusions are kind of useless since there's nothing on the ground to really block or anything like that. probably gonna wall binding this guy. Let's get in without them creating an afterlife blocker that just takes more time turns to smash it. Because right now we got him on a 5-turn clock. We keep smashing with this guy. So wall binding that, and then we'll Titanic roll them on their Griffin before they can untap. So that they can't do anything about it. That's kind of gross.
I faced undead horrors. This is child's play.
2 cards in mine, she has 1 card in hers.
Not on my watch.
Really? You're gonna... Okay. That's what you want to do, I guess. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So... if we do this, we can't do anything else. If we do this, we can't really do anything else. If we do this, we can also adapt it on the same turn. And I think that's what we want to be doing. If we put this down, though, I can be sure to always get Kaya next turn. Well, Kaya will just tick up, so... Or tick down. I don't know why she's doing that, but we'll see. I think right now, I'm going to swing, Vented, at Kaya before it starts gaining her life and making my life harder. And then I'll just put down the heal, and then adapt it on their on step. Sure. Get your scry on. And I haven't played this guy that much, but I just realized he doesn't tap or anything when he adapts 3, so... Yep, got it. Should have exiled her own graveyard and gotten one of her creatures so she can gain some... Oh, okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Hold on. If I adapt 3, then I can tap for 3 mana. So I really only lose 2 mana in doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means I had 4 left over to Sphinx's Insight. Seems good to me. Wait a second. Yeah, because he taps for 4 mana for 3 mana of any color. Ooh, any non-land permanent. So in that case, I'm not going to go for Kaya. I'm going to go for Face, and I can just... I mean, I can just kill Kaya. We'll split it up. I'll probably sacrifice this stuff to save Kaya if Kaya's still around on Detentioner. If not, then I'll save it for another threat. Well, she should be doing is exiling a creature from her own graveyard so she can gain some life. I understand what she didn't do before, but there's nothing in my graveyard that's actually going to buy any time.
Don't you hate it when people stay dead?
I think I win here. So yeah, we just Titanic Brawl the Senate Courier, and we go in with all this, and they should be good. Oh, I see. They want to get rid of the hexproof on the illusion. That's why they were using Kaya uh, against my little illusions. Combat. I'll attack. Good game. Yeah, honestly, that was not a very impactful Planeswalker in that instance. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Um, Normally when I see Kaya, that my experiences against her is she's constantly been gaining them life. I ignored her one time, I regretted it. So I was like, oh, they're only at like, 10 life or 11 life or whatever. It's better to just go for face because I can kill them faster. But she just kept gaining them life, to the point where she kind of turned the game back in their favor. I was just wary of that happening again. But uh, there just wasn't enough stuff in the graveyard, I think, for that to work, that he wasn't going to use and bring back. Uh, and then he had to sacrifice so many resources protecting her. She didn't really do much. That I think it didn't really help him at all. I can't cast the binding, but still got 3 lands, 4 cards. This is the only thing I know I can cast. But considering I have 3 lands, hopefully by the time I get to turn 5, I can get my Rendhorn in. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. I just don't like going down to 6 if I don't have to. I don't feel like I have to here. Especially in a 3-color deck, you easily could get screwed over. I have my 2 main colors here. And see, now I have double for my upgrade as well, so. Field Mage. I haven't actually seen this guy be played yet. Discards a card. Gross. And 1 damage. Interesting. Well, I'll gladly trade with that, honestly. Discard a card is what I'm worried about, because he's going to reach, 4 mana before it's a biogenic upgrade. And if he's playing a Rakdos deck, he might run out of stuff to do. Honestly, I hope he doesn't run out of stuff to do, because that means he's playing a lot of cards really fast, which Rakdos does like to do. But with this, you could easily also go for a control build with, like, get to the points, ill-gotten gains, and if that does happen, I may be in trouble. Ooh, he's got Hackerbat. Hackerbat is such a good card. Fantastic card. Oh, but now we don't have to worry about it anymore. I will gladly use Lawmage's Binding on that. Next turn, the Rendhorn's going to come out and swing in for 4. I don't think there's much in Rakdos that's going to stop me from doing that unless they play a Death Touch creature, which there are a few, like the Grodian. Or the Orzhov, I forget what his name is, but he's the 1/2 Death Touch with Afterlife. But if they don't play something like that, I don't think there's anything really big enough to stop me from just hasting their face with the Rendhorn. If they held back, that would actually keep me from hasting their face, but in this position they're in now, that wouldn't be smart, honestly. They don't know what I have in my hand. Now, it might be a little risky, the fact that I'm offering this trade when I can adapt him on my next turn, but I feel like I just want this tempo. I'm fine if they trade because it means that they got nothing on the board to stop what I got coming out. I can draw some. Oh, he just took it. That's fine. That's great. Um, I'll probably adapt that next turn if I don't draw anything that would make me do otherwise. The insight is nice, but I kind of want to get this upgrade off, and if I get the upgrade off after he has some counters on him, right? He has 4 counters. I give him 1 more to 5 counters, then it'll double. Meanwhile, I put 2 more on this guy. I'll have 2 insanely huge creatures. So I kind of want to get this adapt off if I can. Unless I find another creature that I can use the upgrade with. And assume he doesn't kill anything, because he's playing red black and he has cards and lots of mana. He hasn't killed anything yet. So do I need anything beyond 6 mana? I can, but I don't necessarily. Oh wait, I only have 5 on the board right now. So I do need to play this land. I was considering holding it back in case he maybe discard a card ever, but yeah. So we're gonna go in. And now, if they have a removal spell, what they'll probably want to do is block here to force me to pop the adapt. And then in response, let's see what they're doing. Can I stop this with Brawl somehow? Not really, because he'll die, and I don't want him to die. If I fight him, it's just gonna be the same as him going blocking, honestly. So I can Titanic Brawl him into him, which kind of gets the value out of the fact that he's dying, and I can get some last life out of him. But I want to save my mana more for this, because if I do this, I can't really do anything. I can't Sphinx's Insight, but I think I just want to adapt. Hopefully I don't get wrecked for it. I kind of don't want to use upgrade on just one creature because if he has a removal spell, I just get punished so hard. Let's just win more at that point. Right now he's a 6/6. He just batters in twice and he wins. That happens regardless of whether he is a 6/6 or a 12/12 or whatever. I think he would be a 14/14 actually. But yeah. There's no reason to use the upgrade right now. I'm going to Sphinx's Insight, hoping that I get a land, so I can play Aeromunculus. I don't want more than 1 land. Well, hmm, this is still fine, I guess. Um, Hold on. I need to do this before combat to get rid of that blocker. If he doesn't have a removal spell, this is game. If he is holding Bedevil or something like that, then, well, yeah. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen any, not even a skew of the critics or anything. Unless maybe that's what he's holding. Well, no, because he would have got winners of 2-2. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Quite a few cards in his hand still. Maybe they were double red. And he was just mana screwed. Possible. Alright, well we already reached 3 wins and 0 losses, so maybe I can actually play this game after all. Maybe actually I do have, what is it, 5 years of experience in this game. Don't like it. Let's see, if I had a green for my incubation, everything would be a-okay, but I can take that. This is better. This is better. I don't think I need this, because with opening the gates here, I essentially have 4 lands in hand. So, I'll wait on that. I'll get some as time goes on. There's no reason to use my duelist because he doesn't really have anything, so I might as well just use the gates. I'll get another green because I don't have double green. Now, if I was smart, which I guess I'm not, I would have done that and then played the land I got. So he has less information about my hand, but what are you gonna do? Two Gilgates, interesting. Is he playing Gates? Is he playing the deck that we wanted to get? Let's see. This is why Duelist is great and why we didn't play it on turn 2. We're gonna swing him. He's most likely gonna block here. And then we can just Duelist to get this, kill that. Without trading. Of course, there is always a possibility that they just don't block. Okay, they did. Boop. I'm also fine getting rid of that before it gets big. Completely fine with doing that. Because it seems really innocent when it's a 1-1, but it will get gross. Let's down. Don't need more lands right now. We only have 1 mana open. They'll only take 1 damage, but it's whatever. Alright. That's unfortunate. Ooh, that is fortunate. Let's see, they can't really attack in well, but I have inevitability now. As long as they don't have removal for this. I don't really want to attack in with anything here. This is not a trade I want to make. try attacking with this, maybe I'll trade. So because like I said, I already have the inevitability here, and they won't be able to attack the spirit with this. You know what? I'll take it. So because I'm not getting in anyway, as the current state is. So there's no need to take any of this damage, especially because it'd be the same clock that I'm on with this. So. That's a really good card. That's a problem. Let's see, I could Sphinx's Insight, but I think I really just adapt. So I'm probably gonna do that. Because they don't have enough power on the board to even triple block this and deal with this. This is a serious threat they have to worry about here. It's possible they could have the deal 3 damage to tap creature, in which case. Oh. Okay. Yeah, if they deal 3 damage, I'd just be tap creature. But this is, I mean, a 2/6 is still a card. It's not like it's removed. It still does things. Now that is unfortunate. That just ruined my day. Oop. No attacks right now, but now that I have this be going in the air, I can swing in with both of these, and they'll have to block one. I mean, they'll have to let one through, that is. This is a great blocker, but the thing is, the reason I don't like him that much is because, he just doesn't actually get in. So, oh, God dang it. Doesn't actually get in to really finish the game very well. It kind of delays the inevitable. Ooh. Ooh. Now, you might think I need to get one of these, but I think this is the bigger problem. If with these kinds of walls this guy sticks around, that's going to be a really big problem. So, yeah, there's no point in attacking right now, I actually think. Because you can block everything. No attacks. But I will use this before he can untap that too. I should have used it on this. Dang it. I mean, it doesn't matter, but if he had, for example, applied Biomancy or some other kind of card that could save his creature, or bounce my creature, or something like that, best to use it with this guy, because he's already blanked. He ain't doing nothing. So if something were to happen to him, I wouldn't be too upset, especially if it's like returning to hand or something like that. Combat. I'm gonna adapt this guy at the end of their turn. No, I really need to draw into something. I don't know what they still have in their hand. Maybe it's just lands like us. Unfortunately, even though 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 6. We don't have double green, so we can't adapt this guy right now. Even if we played our land. No attack still. No attack still. And we wait until our next turn and we can swing in and adapt him. They might have removal on hand, but they just don't need to remove anything right now, because right now we're kind of at a... Oh. 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 That's not good. Now if I could get my... I didn't already use my Sure. Sure. Now here's the real question. Do I use deputy detention on the big 6-7? You might think that seems like the obvious choice, but then he gets the 1-4 back, which flies, and I'm right back in the situation I was in the first place, right, where I can't get in. Whereas if I get him with the deputy detention, I can get in with the 3-4. So there's that. But then again, if I take him away, I still have my hybrid, which I can use to break the parity anyway. So I think battlement still is the choice here. And then still can't attack. See, that's the thing. That's why I was saying I don't like that card. Is he's just kind of delaying the inevitable with these high defense, low power creatures. Because eventually I am going to start getting through with everything, and then he's just going to be kind of out of luck. Which is exactly right now. He can't really stop it. He can't really get in and win with those creatures. Watch me eat my words here somehow, though. Watch me eat my words. Just starting with this guy too, because if they double block it, honestly, that's fine. All right. Definitely sensing this is fishy. They're letting him through. I know if I activate this, something's gonna happen to him. But I also feel like I'm missing a huge opportunity if he doesn't have something, because he's never gonna tap out again with all this mana. I have to go for it. Alright. Worrying for nothing. Now that confuses me. That confuses me and almost worries me, because I feel like he wouldn't do that unless he specifically had something to that. Alright, this is something. Yeah, as it is, the guy's got me on what, a 21 turn clock? This is why, I don't know why new players seem drawn to defenders. Um, it's like if the thing didn't have defender labeled on it, they would know it's a bad card, but because it has defender, which is a limitation and not like uh, not a good thing, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, he's a defender, he just sits back and blocks, this is something that will help me. Defenders are bad. I don't want to attack with this even though it seems free, in case he does have something to remove it, because the way it's going, I'm definitely going to win this game. One more damage isn't going to do anything for the risk of him having a deal 3 damage to tap creature spell or something like that. And this game is a great example of why... Okay. Why defenders are not good cards. Do not help you win the game. If you had actual threats instead, that would have been way better. It's fine to me. I mean, this is high. At least we would take out a threat in the somewhere in the middle. But I have all my colors. I can cast the stuff in my hand, even if it is way up high. I don't want to go down to 6 if I don't have to, and I don't feel like I have to here. So I go first, so I'll be able to get to this stuff sooner than they will. It's not optimal, but it's not untakeable. Oh hey, rewarded. See if they have anything I need to bind here. It either says they have nothing or they're holding up countermeasure. Either way is fine for me. I got nothing. Sure. That means I can for them next turn. I really love this creature. It's such a great vibe path, honestly. Just the flexibility of having a big creature 5/5 for 5 or being able to just smash in sooner is so nice. Sometimes the simple cards are the best cards. Getting a lot of lands here. We have the ability to activate the hybrid, so we're going to swing him with both, see if he blocks. If he does, then sure. If he doesn't, then we can cast our little Night Arbiter. Actually, I think we get more damage if we just did this, though. Because this only gets in 2 per turn. This will get an extra 4 per turn. So, we actually are just going to trade this. And see what happens. He has to block with 1, and both of these do over 4 damage. So if all he does is play 1 more creature, then we can binding it and just win. Or we can just play Wrecking Beast. I like that. I really like Wrecking Beast as a card as well. Same thing as Renhorn, honestly. Just a big dude with some flexibility that's a good top end to help you win games. My own hubris got me. I went with the big Timmy plays instead of what would win. If I do this, I'm going to lose my hybrid for no reason. I'm not going to go in yet. I'm going to be back 1 second. There's someone at the door. Alright, I'm back, and they attacked, which is really questionable because now I am just gonna binding Panther. I'm gonna see. I didn't concede on the spot, so we'll see what happens here. Interesting. Alright. I definitely have life to pay. So I think I'm just going to do this for the inevitability aspect. It's definitely going to be dead in 2 turns now if it doesn't have ooh for this. matter how many bodies or things that he plays. Um, Grasping Throw is a very good card, and now I'm suddenly worried. But, see, if I do this, I will indeed have enough to adapt on the same turn, which means I can start blocking those thralls better. And if he trades both of these for this, then that's fine too, because I have the amenability here. So, I think I'm still in an advantageous position. Despite this setback. If he removes this, I'm in trouble. But I think I'll be alright for now. Okay. I don't think he has anything because he's wondering whether he wants to attack. He's not sure that he wants to attack because he has a trick. So that almost just revealed to me right there that he doesn't have a trick if he does try to attack. And I mean, I would block either way because I'm definitely not taking 6 to my face. But end of combat. My turn. Let's zap this guy up. Now here's the question. Do I swing all in or no? If I swing all in and he has a trick, I can get punished and possibly die next turn. I think I swing both of these. If he does trade these, that's not the end of the world. If anything, it just makes me less likely to die the next turn. So I don't think I'm going to go with the Alpha Strike, even though I could win this turn if he has nothing. Simply because if he does have something, I feel like I get screwed. And if he does have nothing, then the Night Arbiter will still be there. I just think the worst case scenario is too much of a risk for me to attack with all. Now that was an interesting. That was really interesting. He definitely could have got rid of my creature and made much better trades than that. I guess he didn't technically take any damage this turn, so there's that. But he definitely could have reduced the power of the Rendhorned and then traded or. Okay. Yeah, I guess he was kind of in a bind either way. Or what I would have done is, if he did reduce the power of that to 0 so he doesn't take damage, you could easily put a Thrall in front of it plus his Fairy Duelist, and I can only kill 1. So that definitely didn't seem like the right way to go about that. So, it looks like my decision of taking threats over gates did pay off in the end, at least so far. Yeah, I'll take this hand. I just realized? I'm running this Axebane Beast. Like I said, it is a good curve filler, but I forgot that in the beginning I put my very first pick of the draft, that 2-1 Afterlife dude, in my sideboard. Because I thought I wasn't playing white. And I forgot to take it back out. Is that worth a deputy detention? I think no. It's gonna be a while until I get to 6. I have no problem just doing this now. Is it a trade I want to make? Not at all. But I have to get that death touch out of there some way. It's gonna happen. And I'd rather do it uh, with a 2-2 than something bigger than that. Now, the thing that would make me really happy is if I can get my Rendhorn out next turn and slam 4. As you all know I love to do. Never mind. I don't need that anymore. I want to detention that Grodion so that I can get in with my beast. Like I said, something's got to get in the way of it, and at this point, I don't want to sacrifice any of this stuff for that. 3-drop for 3-drop, it's fine with me. The only thing that really worries me, only like fear in my heart, is that at some point he will have, I forget what it's called, but it's instant exile creature with power 3 or less. Which means that at instant speed he could suddenly bring flashback like Rodian essentially, if he exiles deputy detention. Then I'll be a very sad boy as he trades into something huge. You thought, Orzhov, you thought. Just in case they have the damage to tap creature. Once again, I just don't think the 1 damage is worth when you're against white who has things like that. Oof. Oof. That's spicy. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little Skitterio, right? We're gonna open the gates and get the land that we need for biogenic upgrade next turn. And then we're gonna upgrade some stuff. We have lots of forests. We don't have a lot of islands. So we'll take an island. Look at that island. We will not attack. But now the question is, so I could play the hybrid. I could adapt the Skitter Eel. Or I play the upgrade, because upgrade gets huge gains. But it only leaves us with 1 mana left open. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is enough for that and that. Is that better than casting this 5/5? Then again, if I can upgrade biogenic upgrade on this 5/5, I have biogenic upgrade on this 5/5, on this 4/5, hexproof. Hexproof is what I'm saying is really important here. That'd be great. So here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna adapt my Skitter Eel. Next turn I cast the Benthid, and the turn after that I do the upgrade. Because I want to have some counters on this guy before I do the upgrade, because they'll double the counters on him. So I can put 1 on him, 2 on the Benthid, both will double, and they'll be monsters. Or I could even just hold what's in my hand and attack with what I have on board and adapt the hybrid into something huge too. So I have lots of options. I could even just do an upgrade on the board I have now. I have stuff to do with my mana, so I think I'm gonna sacrifice him. It's tempting as just upgrading is right now. I am gonna do this because I want to make sure they cannot get rid of my shit. While I would like to upgrade this guy, if I can also trade with the guild pack, that's also just a-okay because then he has nothing to stop me. So I'm not afraid to swing with him, even though I'd like to upgrade him. Like if he has this, he has nothing to keep me from just mowing him down. So we're putting 1 on here mainly so we can just get it doubled. We're putting 2 on here, which will become 4. And yeah, seems pretty gross to me. And at this point I have no problem swinging with him because he'd have to be blocking the strongest guy here, and then that means he's not double blocking these, and that means that he's sacrificing the rest of his board, and that means I'm killing him next turn. So attacking with this forces him to block worse than he wants to. At this point now you double, well, okay, you can want to get rid of this, but then just still the 9-9. I don't see us losing this game. I would like to Titanic Brawl the Guild Pact, right? But then, oh, no, I should have Titanic Brawled something else so he had to block with the Guild Pact. Misplay. Because I can't target the Guild Pact with Smile Cut spell. That's what I was stuck on that the whole time, and that's why I didn't think about the fact that if I killed something else, he would have had to block with this, and it essentially would have killed it anyway. But it doesn't look like he's getting anything that's going to save him. And even if he can kill these, he cannot kill the... Definitely not all 3 of these, because now I don't kill him 2 now. Alright. We about to go? 7 wins, 0 losses? That's right, did I want to take something out for, what was it? The Ministry of Obligation. The Ministry of Obligation is a good card, but... Oh yeah, that's right, I did make also the specific choice when I took this out, which I still agree with. I don't want to go too heavy into white. I don't want anything that's just white, because I don't want to script our mana base too much, which isn't working out really well so far, so I think I'm going to keep the way it is, even though I do have that good card in white. I guess I just forgot that while I was in the middle of the game. But yeah, I've been really happy with how everything's been going. I did get some really good cards in the draft, but maybe I was just having bad luck before. Maybe I'm just having good luck now. This is making me feel a lot better about this, about Allegiance in general. Because after my last one, my last draft, I literally got 2 losses, 0 wins, and just resigned. Uh, deck was absolute garbage. Well, these are good cards. Good cards my opponent is playing. Now I'm a bit scared. But I also have good cards, so. This curve, though. This is a powerful curve. I could cast a 4-drop, which would give me the best, mana, tempo, whatever you want to call it, mana advantage. But I also kind of feel like I need to. If I deputy attention to Steve Keeper, then I can block the Sword from Hybrid. Which buys me more time to get to all this stuff. So I feel like that's what I need to do right now. Because right now he's just going to smash in for a ton. I'll play a Static Griffin who can't block anything except the Pteramander. Even though it does allow me to start getting it myself, but I'm behind in the race after this curve out, so I'm going to have to attention that guy, I feel like. Interesting. Really interesting. Alright. I'm getting a little worried at this point. Five mana? I might just adapt this guy. No, because I need to. I can adapt him even if he's tapped, can't I? Time to do some science. The rules, from what I see, make it so I can adapt him. But no, wait, if I tap him to adapt him, then I can't block with him. Herp. Never mind. Never mind. I gotta do this hand play again. Now we could have, yep, what was it? Reach or the collision. That's what it was. Gift of strength. The reach. For some reason, I do not keep remembering all the names of the cards in this format. I know what they all do. So now I'm at 6, right? So I can just cast both of these. Yep, sounds good. That makes me sad. That makes me really, really sad. This guy has an amazing deck. Or at least an amazing hand. Oof. Oof, big oof. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm coming back from this. This guy has all the answers. All the answers. So let's see. If I play Senate Griffin, I can block that. If I don't play the Senate Griffin, then, wait, can I play the Senate Griffin and the Aram like this turn? I can. Makes things a little better, but with the Sultai Ascendancy, and he definitely has mana to use it. Um, I think this game is already lost, but I'll still play it out. I don't need any more mana. I guess that's fine, even though I feel like I'm never going to have the time to actually use it. Well, no, I'm not going to have the time to use it, so I need to get like a Titanic Ball or something that will get me out of the situation. Oh wait, no, I'm just screwed. Because you can put counters on this. If he puts a counter on this, then this doesn't kill anymore, and if I double block, then he'll kill both my creatures because they, like, already he'll kill both of them. If he puts a counter on either of these, if I double block here, then I die. There's no way out of this, honestly. Oh. Alright, well, we didn't go undefeated, but we still got some wiggle room. Taking a whole other loss before we kicked out of the running, so we'll see if we still can't get to 7 wins. Not gonna lie, I'll be kind of bummed if I get all the way here and then kicked out in the very last match from undefeated to 3 losses. But it is what it is. 6 wins still gets me my my money back, so I'll keep this. There's a lot of blue in the deck. It's easier to get blue than it is to get white, so I hope I really get it, because I like those. Those are some good cards. Sorrowful Hybrid? No way, me too. I'll take it. I want the board to be clear, because right now I don't have a whole lot going on. I cannot do a good race right now. That is scary. That is real scary. That is terrifying. I am frightened. I am quivering. I am shaking. This man has the nuts. I can't kill him like really fast. Like if I was playing like Rakdos aggro, I would have time to punish him for doing this, but instead I cannot, and I'm just going to die as everything enters with like 301 counters on it. I'm gonna have to hope to race him, but I don't know how that's gonna work. Really, I don't know why he didn't give that hasten attack. I feel like newer players see 1/1 counters and they're like, ooh, shiny, I want to make my guy bigger. But a lot of times haste is great. If you can get in that one extra time, you know, it's going to add more damage over time than having the counter. Because my guys were 2/3s and they couldn't go up, and he could make one not block. So I couldn't block him really if he wanted to go in with haste. maybe he wanted to keep it up with the blocker simply because it looks like he's out of creatures, which is the only way I'm going to win this game because over time, if I don't kill him fast, um, the double riot will eat my face. Looks like he's getting mana flooded. Poor guy. Alright, so if I use this, I'll still have 4, which would be enough to do that, so. Actually, hold on, because I can also do this. Looks like he's forced to block, which is great. Since it doesn't finish resolving, there's no way I can beat this with my Titanic Ball, which is unfortunate. I'm not sure why he's not just fighting that, because then his guy would die. But he is willing to let his guy die in order to kill the flyer. Which is interesting. So if he targeted this before it became a 5-5, then now here's when we do this. Actually, I didn't really need to do that. That was a mistake. Yeah, if it doesn't have another creature, then we... Oh, that's another creature. Now that one he shouldn't get haste, because he wants to block it. I have 6, so I can cast both the Duelist and the Griffin. Sounds good to me. If I go in with... Then again, if I go in with all these, right, he blocks 2. I pump this guy up. He takes 6, he dies. It's risky, kind of. In fact... No, he has no cards in hand. He has no cards in hand. I have these guys back as blockers. So I think I just win here. Alright. We did it. 7 wins. This draft turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to going in. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We also just got a lot of nutty options. We got a lot of good cards in that draft. So who knows how much of it was actually my skill, though it was my skill to identify those cards, so there's that. But yeah, so that's it. Till next time, thanks for watching.